Hello friends and welcome. You are watching episode number 9 of our Let's Play Production Line series. My name is Sean and I'm glad you're here watching me play some video games today. Production Line is an early alpha game. It is currently in alpha 1.07, so don't expect this to be perfect. There is a lot of improvements that are being made on a weekly basis. Cliff the developer is very good about upgrading his game. Anyways, we just got done rebuilding our whole painting area here, didn't we? And I was going to try to squeeze in a third paint station before we left at the last episode. But you know what? I don't know that we can get a third paint station in there because it seems like the five drying stations that we have are barely able to keep up with the 2 paint stations that we have. So it might not be worthwhile. But what I can do, nope, we've already installed the high pressure paint nozzles. So we can still get a few more cars. Well, I don't even know that we can get any more cars to go through here. We may have reached like exactly the amount of cars that we need. Oh, now see, okay, there you go. I was going to say, I better send this guy up to that empty station up there. So we could get a few more cars through there. But let's not cause any problems by having that resource conveyor disappeared. There we go, great. Although it still could have worked it around the long way, it looks like. And then of course here's our super fancy next drying station, which not quite queuing them up in a balanced way, but it's doing well enough. And then a long route over here to where that is. There we go. And then our engine assembly stuff. So what were we going to do? I think we were going to start manufacturing our own seats and horns. And then, yeah, so there's the horns and there's the seats. And can we manufacture windscreens? I don't think we can manufacture windscreens. Oh, did we get all of the upgrades and the safety features? So we could actually start doing an upgraded vehicle as well. So if I did horns, I could run them down along here. Seats, I guess I could run them up around this way. It's going to be a little trickier though, because I still need to be able to get the windscreens and stuff in there, and you can't manufacture windscreens. How am I going to do that? I don't see any way where we don't cross the streams. I suppose I could have a line coming in like that, but that's not any good. If I have this one go over here, I could connect, but you know what, those two being next to each other means that they're always going to be connected up. I wonder if I could just manage to make it work through using a stockpile. You know, let's find out. Like, what's the harm that's going to be done? We're not going to run out of money or anything, you know. So we'll do a resource conveyor there, and then we'll run the resource conveyor down along here, and like that. Okay, so now we've got a nice clean area doing the resources for that. And we will set up a resource importer up here. Am I not renting that space out yet? Let's do it. All that for just that one resource importer. But you know what? We have effectively unlimited funds, so why not? Go there. And then come down here. And then we will build our seats and horns, right? Okay, so seats. We need 2 seats so 1 seat every 4.2 seconds, but we're doing 2 of those, so 1 seat every 2 seconds. Fit accessory, fit seats, make seats, 6 seconds. So 3 of those would get us 1 seat every 2 seconds, and we're going to be making seats up here. So I'm not quite sure what the so there's the input, so I don't quite want to do that one. Let's do it like this. 1, 2, 3, And then we'll convey out this way. And it looks like we're going to be safe if we just go straight down like that. And then we're going to connect up right here. There we go. And, shit, that's not what I wanted to do. We're going to go supply stockpile. Now, I guess the demand for seats are not really going to come from adds item seat. So I guess I probably need to have our seat manufacturing move closer to over here, don't I? Yeah, because it's just going to fill up all the seats from the purchasing area there. Well, that's too bad. And that means all this kind of wasted as well. But that's all right. We'll worry about that later. So I'm probably going to need to erase all this stuff too. There we go. Let's go back to making seats. Flip it around like that. And then we'll just go 1, 2. Do I not have those lined up properly? Oh, now how did I manage that? So like that? Oh, so hard to line up those stockpile lines. I guess we could do driver assistance next. Now we're out to stockpile. Alright, let's try one more time. My first time playing this game. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll have this resource conveyor go out like this, down, and over, and hopefully that will draw the seats in from here over to there. Still don't think it's gonna though. I get the feeling it's just gonna make these seats and then they're never gonna go anywhere. Yeah, it's not even drawing him over into the, it's not drawing him over there at all. I mean, oh, I guess it's drawing a few over there. Alright. How about the horn? Make horn 1 every 2.2 seconds, whereas here we need 1 every 3.5 seconds. So all I really need is just one make horn station, and you know what? We may as well put it like right here. Let's see what happens with that. So it looks like it's going to draw in all the goodies from there, but then it should be sending out all the horns from there. There we go, power steering. So I guess that means these would be better suited if we can figure out like some way to squeeze them into here. Maybe that'll have them close enough to where they need to be. So we're gonna go make seat like that, right? And so that's where the import thing will go, which is probably going to be trying to import them from up there, so I need to go back one spot anyways. Make seat. There we go, 1. Yeah, and that's getting them, I feel like that's getting them too far away again. 2. Make seat. Okay, so, no, make seat. Actually, I think that'll work out okay. I need to erase those. Here we go. And, oh, no, I did make a miscalculation there. Alright, let's, one last shot here. This should take care of it. Fit accessory. Fit seats, make seats. Flip you around. There we go. resource conveyor, like that, like that, like that, like that, and then you're going outbound. Alright, there we go. Let's see how well that works. Not quite sure why it's bringing a window down here, but it's going to throw a window in there. I guess that window and lights, that's leather now. That's what leather looks like when it's hanging on a conveyor belt. Looks like all sorts of different potential things. Now, I don't like that it's bringing in resources. You guys should not be connected, but you are. So I need to unconnect you. There we go. And we're going to run this belt like this. And then down here, there we go. Alright. And let's turn that speed up and let's watch and see what happens here. Seats being manufactured and going into our seat stockpile. So cool, it looks like we're manufacturing all of our own seats, and it looks like we're doing a good job making our own horns, I think. How about we reduce this a little bit and we add item, and that item is a horn. There we go. Let's see what happens there. So no export room, that's reasonable. Looks like it's still bringing seats in from, no, maybe not. Cruise control, I would say in my car, cruise control is my absolute #1 favorite feature. I basically, when I bought my car, I've had my car for, boy, 14 years now? I've had this car a long time. No, not 14 years, 11 years. It's 14 years old. I've had it for 11 years. I basically wouldn't even look at a car unless it had cruise control. And then, so yeah, cruise control is so important. I don't drive nearly as much as I used to. I used to have to drive, it's like a half hour each way to and from work. And cruise control was pretty important back then because I'd spent a lot of time on the freeway. And then also driving down, like to visit my parents in Salem and you know, anywhere you drive for any length of distance. Yeah, that's an interesting story, wasn't it? I'm glad I told it. Feel good about the whole thing. So there's a slight bottleneck with the tires, I guess, but I don't know that it's really enough to worry about building. I mean, it's not backing up anywhere past here, so you know, it does seem like our only bottleneck, though, doesn't it? Except for right here at fit windows, which is almost 5 seconds, especially when there's insufficient resources. Now, I'm not sure why there's insufficient resources. We have windows right here in this supply stockpile. It's really frustrating that that it still does that. We really shouldn't have any insufficient resource issues. First off, there's a bunch of windows in there in the stockpile anyway. Like, why isn't it holding on to servos in the stockpile? There's room for 16 things and it's only holding like 11. I don't get it. And I have servos in this stockpile. So why isn't it just pulling them out of this stockpile? Silly game. Wow. That is definitely our backlog, though, is that window. Is there a way I can fit a second window station in there? Not really. If I be really tricky to figure out a way to get a second window thing in there, really, under any circumstances. those security features started. What am I doing here? Just not remembering to get out of there. How would I go about speeding that up? I guess if I moved fit door panels back 1 or even 2 slots, I could fit in an additional fit windows. Fit door panels is going every 4.04 seconds, and that's every 4.37 seconds. So really, speeding that up would just push the thing back to fit door panels. Although fit door panels is going faster than the cars are coming in. Feels like this whole side is not even moving. Which doesn't make sense. Because it's not like this takes 8 seconds to get through. Like nowhere should it be taking 8 seconds to get through. Alright, let's gonna rethink this whole thing. So we have fit door panels there and fit windows there. Alright, so we're gonna put fit door panels. Oh my gosh, look at all those cars we've got stockpiled. Fit door panels. Go ahead and put that right there. And we'll have that resource conveyor connect there. And then we're gonna need 2 fit windows. And we can do that. Yeah, we can do that right there. And right there. Now, it's going to be a little weird with the resource conveyors coming in. But I think that'll work. And then we just need a regular conveyor going out like that. And then like that. And you're going to go there. Let's try that again, like that, there, there. Whoops. Reconnect that conveyor. Alright. Now let's see what happens. Insufficient resources. Sure. Whoa! That filled up fast. 1 door panel is all it took, apparently. How about filling up these things with just 1 click on our windows? Why are you not drawing windows from... Why... Did it really just buy a bunch of windows for that? What is going on here? Why is it bringing glass? Oh, yeah, that's not good. So you shouldn't even be connected over there at all. How about I do that? Oh, but I do need you connected over there because you are servicing our doors. So we're gonna disconnect you from there. And we'll reconnect you like this. There we go, that should take care of that. And now we should be able to get cars through quite a bit faster. That's going to give us a different car model here for a few minutes. It's going to be the final, what are we on, giraffe? It's going to be the final of the giraffe models. Although it could be an older giraffe model. There's probably something I got screwed up in the door panels too, though. Was I going to try to double up the door panels? I probably should have, since we were already in there. But we're gonna stick with what we've got at this point. And yeah, we're gonna have a couple of new draft models come through. You've got everything that you could possibly imagine. And you're in good shape up here, right? Let's make you go a little faster just for fun. That's right, I was going to try to get 2 of the fit door panels on there, wasn't I? Because they're not pulling the cars, like these cars are barely getting pulled through. We're going through a lot faster on this one. Well, I can just throw one right in there, fit door panels, like right there. And let's go ahead and upgrade this one first before I start running cars through there and getting another mixed up car model. Alright, extra robot 1, robot 2, extra robot 3. Lane departure warning system. Oh, suddenly we have central locking. That must be something I just researched. Central locking, cool. It's another whole new car model. So you know what? I might even make we might just upgrade to the next car model at the start of this one. Or you know what I mean, like when it prompts me I might just give it a whole new car model name instead of going with the giraffe. I might go with whatever the H is. Not sure what that's going to be yet. We'll find out soon, because it'll definitely be prompting me. Alright, it's sort of keeping up here. It's given us some insufficient resources, but it was giving us that all along. Oh, look at that, our car stockpile has dropped back down for the Giraffe 10. And we're having our cars jam up here again. So now our backlog is on the fit roof, which, yeah, that sort of makes sense. No more robots to throw in there. I suppose we could try to fit a third one in here somewhere. Keyless entry. And we still have entertainment and performance features to research. So maybe we can wrap up all our research this episode. The next episode can be our exciting ultimate car constructor episode. These insufficient resources do not make me happy. All right. Whoops. No caps. Vanilla Hyena? Sure, why not? There you go. There's our new car model, the Vanilla Hyena, with a hefty 16.28% markup. It's just the first iteration, so buy it while you can. So we'll have a second iteration here soon. Yeah, throw that paint on there. Really odd that it doesn't want to bring in more servos. Fills up the stockpile with cars, but servos, forget it. I mean, windows. Fills up with windows, but forget it when it comes to servos. And there's an axle to throw in there too. Why is it bringing that stuff in from the purchasing area instead of putting them in the stockpile? I ask that rhetorically because we kind of already know why. One of the issues of having an early alpha game. Not a problem. Still super fun. You guys are all enjoying watching this, I think. Definitely seems like that based on the number of views and everything that I'm getting. Everybody seems to be having a good time. We are still making good money, not as much as we were though. Our profitability doesn't seem quite as steady as it was. Big spike, big drop. Starting up a new factory, according to Cliff, will help that. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure that we're going to start a new factory real soon, but I do think that this one might end after the next episode, just as because it feels like we'll have our cars fully upgraded at that point, and you know, what else are we going to do? I guess we could try to sell them a little faster. But right now we're running into resource problems which really don't make any sense. Since we have plenty of resources available. I could be very frustrating and connect up all these conveyors. That would really get me going. All right. Research is slowly approaching completion. In-car music. You'd think we would have made that one of our very first One of our very first research priorities. So I guess if I threw a third window thing on here, like maybe we could make up for the insufficient resources just by having that. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, look at all those cars we've got piling up in our showroom. Fit body, fit doors, right? Fit windows. And then we'll have a resource conveyor go right there. And then we'll just have this belt go like that. Oh, let's make sure that I... shit. Let's make sure that I have... Oh wow, we sold a lot of cars all of a sudden. Not accessories, silly. Fit body, fit doors, fit windows. There we go. Right there. Cool. And I need to get you all the upgrades is what I need to do. Robots, electric windows, and we're good to go. Okay. And then I need the conveyor going out also. Else the car will not like that. There we go. But that conveyor doesn't seem to want to connect up. There we are. So now, even though these have insufficient resources, with 3 of them on there, should at least have 2 of them operating at a time. Or hopefully enough to just get all the cars through. That's kind of the main thing. Is if we can get all the cars through, that's all I'm really looking for. But now we're getting a little bit of a backup at the fit wing mirrors. Bluetooth. Get it. Hello, this is me. I don't have to use my hands to make this phone call. Isn't that exciting? I'm calling. Guess where I'm calling without. Or guess what I'm calling without. All right, let's robot this thing up. Maybe we can get the cars through as fast as they're coming in. I'm not sure. We might have to put a second, which would mean tearing out all this. But yeah, maybe we can keep up. It's trying. They're doing their best there at the Fit Wing Mirror Station. I know you guys watching the robots are trying really hard. No, it's not going to keep up though. We're definitely going to have to remodel the Fit Wing mirror thing. Fortunately, Fit Wing mirrors doesn't require you to bring any additional goodies in though. Too bad we can't make our own servos, or else I would do that. But maybe I need to, well, there's no maybe about it. I definitely need to set up a second Fit Wing mirror station. So if the cars go in like this, how will I be able to fit 2 Fit Wing mirror stations in there? Let's find out. If I do one there, no. No. No, that won't work. I mean, no, that won't work. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to figure out a way to get that in there. That might be our final that thing's kind of in the way. That won't work. I put one there. Yeah, that's not going to work either. Well, I can make it work though, because I can just move this. I need to move that conveyor out of the way. Like this. And then you're going to go down there to like that. How about like this, and then like that. And then we'll erase those. There we go, that'll work. And then we do Fit Wing Mirror there, Fit Wing Mirror there, and we will upgrade these. I don't think there's any real fancy upgrades, but we may as well put the robots in on them. And then we'll upgrade those as well. 1, 2, 3. Wow, we have completely eliminated our car backstop. Let's let that guy go through. You're gonna go. We're gonna get rid of that. and then you're going to convey to there, and then like that, and there, over, up, and then you'll go like, well, now we don't really need to worry about that. There you go, like that, and then go over. Cool, I think that'll work. But I definitely need to get resources coming in to those fit wing mirror stations. So we may as well just come off feed off of that one. There we go. All right, look at that. Now they're going to fly through there. So we are just burning through the cars now. I think that's going to probably back up a little bit on our painting. But I was going to try to fit in a third painting station. I can fit one in right here, because you can creep around and go into there. And then I'd have to redo those ones to like over here maybe, which really wouldn't be too difficult. Yep, because now the painting station is definitely becoming our bottleneck. All right, almost there on having all features researched, which basically means we'll have all research researched. I mean, I guess we could try to wrap up the. But you know what? We are really going long on this one. So instead of trying to wait until everything is done, I'm going to put a cut in here and end this episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode. It's been interesting to try to squeeze out that last little bit of extra efficiency. I feel like now wait a minute, we're on pause. What is going on up there? How are we losing money while we're paused? Electricity maybe? Well, that seems like a... Oh, now it's stopped. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me, game. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you'll come back for the next episode. I'm not so certain that the next episode will be the final one in this series, but we are drawing to a close. And we'll see what happens after that. If you haven't checked it out, I've started a Factorio series up. It is similar to this one in the sense that it's a giant factory. Factorio is on an alien planet and doesn't involve cars really, but still, it's a giant factory. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out too. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye. Let's try the correct button.